Okay, now, thanks, Jay. And of course, I'm so grateful to be here at the beautiful Aunty Collective, a guest of my dear friend Sarah, who has supported and mentored me for many years. I wrote this acknowledgement that I did not want to read. But one thing I wanted to acknowledge was, or one memory I had was when I was making my album, Striving for a New Tomorrow. It was kind of an epic studio effort and we had run out of money. And I remember talking to Sarah at Logan's and saying, yeah, I'm out of money. And we weren't like close friends at that time. We were more like bar acquaintances. And Sarah organized a tribute show where people and local bands sang my songs and raised money for this album. I have to admit, I felt really uncomfortable at that show. Like it was just too much.
That's what that show was for.
It was just too much for me to take, but I just always remember that. And Sarah's been a great supporter and friend for many years. So. I better finish this fisherman's friend before I start singing.
Very unprofessional.
This is the same old man sitting at a mill turns round of his own free will. Oh yes, I'm certainly glad to be home. New York City can carry on alone. My mind is failing, my body grows weak. Lips won't form the words to speak. I'm floating away on a boat filled with pain. You hear my sad cry but won't see me again. It's the same old lady hanging out her wash. Now she's wearing a Macintosh. She's hanging out her hose in the middle of the rain. I thought New York City had gone insane. Hey little leaf, lying on the ground, now you're turning slightly brown. Oh, why don't you hop back into your tree? Turn the color green the way it ought to be. It's the same old man sitting at a mill turns round of his own free will. Oh yes, I'm certainly glad to be home. New York City can carry on alone. A pale peach sun glows through a sullen drizzle, pecking on a broken bone, two crows shining like an old black telephone. with holographic Jesus carved. Bluster tongue blabbing, his jaw's working hard, his face is shining red. He got a big bulging head. The drunken barfly story uncoils like a 21-foot tapeworm, all covered in shit. While the naked servant gyrates whipped cream upon her dangling tits, the men are licking it. A pale peach sun glows through a sullen drizzle, pecking on a broken bone, two crows shining like an old black telephone. In the rain, in the rain. Unfortunately, I now suffer from heartburn, which makes me want to burp all the time.
Do it.
When I'm singing. No, it's not good. It's like constricts your breathing. It's terrible. And let me tell you about
What else is wrong with
constipation. Let me tell you about my toxic intestinal blockage. In a dream, I walk the streets of a city that always sleeps. Buildings tumble from the sky, flames shoot from my feet. I got a bluebird on my shoulder, lucky rabbit on my head. Bluebird is of Chinese descent. Rabbit has long been dead. Night falls, calls to the river. The day softly breaks. This crazy, lazy city never, ever waits. Pharmacists insist sleeping pills will cure my pills. But don't they know about the predator and the reaper and the nighttime creeper and the robots who patrol the sky with eyes of fire? Don't they know that when I sleep the trees whisper and conspire? The city where night is abundant, where riding is redundant. 'Cause when you get here, you're already there. When you get there, you're already here. Crumble on the couch with a bottle of wine. I fastidiously monitor the decline of mankind. I am the kind of man who tried to be good. If I have failed, well, I hope that's understood. In my backyard, I dug up a bone. I used it now to touch my phone. The birds, the trees, the digital feed. I never knew life could be so good to me. YouTube beheading and the celebrity wedding. Paris Hilton bore witness. She spoke on the news eloquently in a very nice pair of Italian shoes. Behind the nuptials, in a field of bluebells, flaming flames fell, exploded and burned, and the gay chatter slowly turned to concern. There were smoldering bones upon a cracked laptop. Paramedics smoked cigarettes, they joked and talked shop, and the limbs of the stars were protruding from cars, floating down a molten roadway. Deer, like plague rats, twitched and leapt, while an army of beetles had crept, now slept, curled in the chests of tiny birds who long ago had departed this world. The pride dog lay upon a blackened field, savoring the fragrance of a wound that would not heal. And everybody felt blessed when the Pope confessed he'd been impressed by the grandeur of the spectacle. A YouTube beheading at the celebrity wedding. Paris Hilton bore witness. She spoke on the news eloquently in a very nice pair of Italian shoes. Eloquently in a very nice pair of Italian shoes. I decided to take the turn from folksy singer-songwriter to dystopian concept album writer. That is one of those songs from The Piece. Okay, this is also off that particular record. Time in slow motion, this town's a sleeping potion. The days sadly float by. Cadavers in a river of dreams amongst the flotsam and jetsam of our schemes. A ghost I created, then tried to destroy, returned. Walked in through my back door. He joined me for dinner and he flickered like a film, damaged by heat, light, and time. And there was another ghost on the floor in a burlap sack. There was another ghost out the window, face down on a train track. Another ghost like a monkey clinging to my bag, whispering poisonous secrets in my ear. One ghost departed far too early. Another ghost lingered much too long. One ghost remained. One ghost never left and inhabited this song. Okay, I'm gonna move along with this cheery number. If you feel like singing along, just do so. It's a song for the times, I guess. I don't know. Fuck that. That's just bullshit. This bullshit stage banter. Song for the times. It's called Funeral Blues. I guess that's a song for the times. With icons, stumbling down the passage of time, with two thin dimes on my feet, silver dollars in my sockets, draped in a cool white sheet. I could see the storm arising as I roll on around the bend. I sing about the funerals I've been planning to attend. In my cum-stained pants, my curly hair shirt, my wagon, oh, dragging the world to earth with a sack of blood, a bottle of dirt. Lightning struck the cruise ship and shattered like a pomegranate, and I clung to two hearts that keep me anchored on this planet, singing, oh. Sightless and speechless, a maggot wriggles in the muck, contemplates the vagaries of old lady luck. Is a bum hand better than no hand at all? Is it best to grovel and shit, or to climb up and risk the fall? The sun pierced through the clouds, a heavenly sort of rat, and I said to the maggot, yo, maggot, do the math. Ooh. about my funeral, who might attend? The haters, the lovers, my sisters and brothers. Stars rain from the sky, tiny daggers in the night. And I said to myself, hey David boy, it's fight or flight. It's fight or flight. It's fight or flight. Okay, I'm gonna try this song. I might fuck it up. I've been trying to play it. I tried to play it on this. I didn't try to play it. I was like, I'm gonna play it tonight, and I practiced it all day, and then I fucking chicken out because it's just it doesn't follow any normal patterns. Anyway, whatever. Scotty will know all about it. The devil should not scare you unless your heart is a rotten stump. This guy thinks he fell out of the sky, but really he's a chump. He's Donald fucking Trump. Vicious murder monkey, fireball junkie, the king cowboy flunky, counting blood money. Under a burnt and branchless tree. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. At the tar truck factory picnic, a golden coin sun smiles benevolently upon fat kids with big tits and barbecue ribs. Freedom-loving folk are dancing in the smoke. A burning meat, 7 men blow blood through a black rubber hole. That's how the garden rolls. In the upside down town, upside down town. That's how the garden rolls. 7 men blow blood through a black rubber hole. That's how the garden rolls. In the upside down town, upside down town. That's how the garden rolls. And I'm a jackhammer man in a jackhammer town. I hammer my hammer till the sun goes down. Jackhammer man in a jackhammer town. Hammer my hammer till the sun goes down. Jackhammer man in a jackhammer town. Hammer my hammer till the sun goes down. Jackhammer man in a jackhammer town. Hammer my hammer till the sun goes down. Jackhammer man in a jackhammer town. Hammer my hammer till the sun goes down. I'll hammer my hammer till the sun goes down. There was a mistake in there, but
No, it was great.
no, I knew you would never know.
It was jarring, but
Jarring, yeah.
somehow we made it.
So this is a new episode of the country rock musical I've been working on now for decades. Ever since I encountered Andrew Lloyd Webber in a men's room and his penis was caught in his zipper and I helped him out and he really encouraged me to keep going. Once I ground up some purple microdot and snorted it off the dining room table of my friend's parents' house somewhere in northwest Calgary. I got so high so fucking fast I exploded into the night like a human torpedo shot from a dark submarine, navigating 100 fathoms below reality. The air outside was crisp and cold. I could feel my nostrils tingling. I walked really fast to Nose Hill, and I stood at the bottom looking up. Then I walked really fast up Nose Hill, and I stood at the top looking down. The city laid out below me like a giant twinkling circuit board, and I walked all the way downtown and ordered a submarine sandwich, double roast beef and double cheese, and an ice cold coke. Then I walked to the Elbow River, and I swung on a rope that hung from a tree, and then I decided to walk back to where I parked my car. It just happened to be my car was parked outside the apartment building where you moved when you broke up with me, 'cause you said you had to focus on your art. I stood staring down through the window of your basement suite, and I could see one of your feet protruding from beneath the sheet. And as the sun began to rise, the blush of dawn warmed the skies, and a single ray of sunlight pierced through your window, illuminating your foot, defining in light and shadow its perfection and its beauty. And I felt lonely and broken, and I got in my car and I drove 45 miles to my job operating a forklift in a lumber yard in Bicycle, Alberta. I'm gonna do a picture of you.
I'm gonna go standing far away from the microphone and sing bad harmonies.
Okay.
We've practiced.
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of.
I backed out. I was like, I can't do this. I'm just gonna fuck it up if I play on your song.
I don't have those
You didn't sing
qualms.
that song.
I know I didn't. Because you weren't there to support me, so I
Okay.
said, fuck it, I'm not doing it. I'm kidding. It just felt right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Oh, jeez.
Did you burp?
Yeah. So I told Jay all about this song, but I'm not gonna tell you about it.
That's right, I'm privileged.
I mean, I told her about the writing of it, the reasons and all that shit, but we're just gonna have to deal with the poetry. picture of me in a wheat field with that lean brown dog. His hound dog tongue hung long and pink. A red-tailed hawk flew over and gave us a wink. The Alberta sky was as blue as the Aegean Sea. Do you remember that picture of me? The Alberta sky was as blue as the Aegean Sea. You remember me? And a great long soft white cloud like a feather stretched across the sky. And it was 2 hours, 25 minutes before I said goodbye. Do you remember that picture of me? You remember me? Do you remember that picture of me? Do you remember me? Remember that picture of me in the bright white light of a galloping horse. My eyes were 2 black holes, portals to an underworld hotel, where the menacing ceilings hover over cocoa beds, like conquering aliens from the darkness overhead. And dirty curtains guard the windows where we sleep. You remember me? And a thick, soft, swollen gray cloud like the belly of a whale filled the sky. And it was 22 years, 22 days, 2 hours and 25 minutes after I said goodbye. You remember that picture of me? You remember me? You remember that picture of me? You remember, will you remember me? Thank you. Taylor Rockland, the queen of heartache and heartbreak. What is that she played?
Rage is a love language.
Very moody. Okay, I think this is my last song. I would say. Seems about right, wouldn't you say?
Not ever though.
Yeah, fuck that, you should play more.
Well, people, I drank alone beside a swimming pool filled with whiskey. I was planning on drinking a super tanker bowl. I given up on standing and walking upright. I taken up crawling on the floor. I was learning lots of songs about moles and lizards and birds that warble and wobble, and living alone in cabins on the tops of mountains with vats full of rancid gin and shotguns as long as a man is tall. Baffled by the ways of women, I was learning lots of songs about blood and wine and cigarettes. cigarettes. I was drinking to remember instead of drinking to forget. When I woke up in the morning and I drank 2 bottles of wine, started out walking upon the telephone line. Over emerald driving ranges, department stores on fire, celebrities, politicians, sluts and sips and stories, liars, tracks and strip malls and baseball diamonds. Smoking factories, burning black trees, a river running brown. Just kept walking on them telephone lines right out of Skeleton Town. My head in a laundromat at the edge of town. The fucking thing was a fucking idiot, all acting like a clown. Left my heart in a box on the side of the road. Fucking thing was disobedient, wouldn't do what he was told. Had to leave my liver in a jar by the river. Well, I told him more than once. Every alligator beside the cell phone island at the shopping mall, where the queens of high school gather to make important calls. The young bucks pimp and green discuss the gravity of their balls. I said, people, I drank another bottle of wine. I drank a motherfucking box of wine. And I jumped right back up on them telephone lines. And I walked 1,000 miles, decided I should stop. So when I was accosted by a big old cop, he said, son, I'm gonna arrest you for walking in the air. I said, officer, that's just not fair. I was not walking in the air. I was walking on them telephone lines. He said, boy, I don't like your attitude. You smell like cherry wine. I'm gonna pound your ass so fucking hard you'll be shitting out your mouth. You're gonna wish your whole mother never let you out. Now, I was not enamored by this turn of luck. This being cornholed by a good old boy. I was quivering in my space boots, I was leaking from my meat glue, I was spraying in my diaper, I was praying for a sniper to make a deadly intervention. Just one bullet of prevention. There was no need to fear. There wasn't an answer to my prayers. You see, suddenly from afar that big old cop was hit. Exploded like a jam jar, his torso totally split. There came a shirtless dude to start a tank, still a shoe. Well, suddenly I heard balls, and it was Vladimir. Oh, yeah. I said, oh, I said, people, I drank another motherfucking bottle of wine. I drank one more motherfucking box of wine. And then I hopped right back up on the telephone line. And I headed into town and I had to share the news. I got the walking on the telephone line, walking fucking blues. Headed into town and I had to share the news. I got the walking on the telephone line, walking, talking blues. Headed into town and I had to share the news. I got the walking on the telephone line, walking, talking blues. Headed into town and I had to share the news. I got the walking on the telephone line, walking, talking blues. So much.
One more.
Grandpa's got to catch his breath here, you know? Grandpa's got to catch his breath before he goes for a walk. I might have to go change my underwear. Should have worn that adult diaper. I bought some adult diapers while I was on tour because I had diarrhea and I had to drive a long way. Oh no, what if I shit my pants? But I took so much anti-diarrhea medicine, I didn't shit my pants, I just got a toxic intestinal blockage.
Thanks for that.
Tour adventures.
Jesus Christ.
We're just waiting for the song, David.
Huh?
We're just waiting for the song. The toxic blockage song.
Right, I'll work it into my Alberta alcoholism drug thing musical.
Yeah.
There's a musical?
Yeah, it's a musical. It doesn't really exist except in my head.
Let's make it happen.
Yes.
Okay, let's try this. I flow like a butterfly, sting like a blood-swollen flea. I was growing up, the world belonged to Muhammad Ali. I too was a champion, I don't remember how or why. Now people say I'm drunk, I say that I'm weaving like a butterfly. Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali. That ain't a rooster crowing, it's a digitally transmitted frequency. That ain't a woman crying, it's a soundbite on his TV. That ain't a man slowly dying, no, no, it's just me. Me and Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali. I flow like a butterfly, sting like a blood-swollen flea. When I was growing up, the world belonged to Muhammad Ali. And I too was a champion, I don't remember how or why. Now when people say I'm drunk, I say I'm weaving like a butterfly. Muhammad Ali,
Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali.
Thanks so much. Thanks everyone for doing the show. Congratulations. Thanks to Jay McLaughlin. The Queen of Heartache. And Aunty Collective and Sarah. And thank you all for coming out and being such a wonderful and attentive group of people.
Thank you for choosing us over Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Thank you for making that choice.
If you want to join the Grief Donkey Army, team I should say, it's not an army, it's a team. Just
Can
come
we
talk
bring our
to me.
guns?
No guns,
Just
just hearts. No, you bring your heart.
It's time for
What do you do?
Right?
If you want to buy merch, you can grab it.
What do you do with the
and pay
grief?
for
You
me
wear it
to
and you
get there.
become part of the Grief
Oh,
Donkey team, and then we collectively carry our grief together.
Saddle
Well,
up.
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
What do you got
in a world full of grief,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can carry our grief together.
I have to get new doggy shirts because I can tear up the clothing. Keep